from his home in a dark cave underground. It's Comedy After Dark starring Mike Burke, the rebooted Reboot Edition. And now, turn up the volume, snuggle up and get cozy. It's your social distancing, lifelong expert, Mike Burke!
Hello and welcome to another edition of Comedy After Dark. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Can you believe this? We are just one episode away from the last episode. That's right, next week will be the final episode of the rebooted edition of Comedy After Dark. Right here at 7 p.m., so make sure you tune in to that. All right, so I wanted to tell you a story today, and this one is not really funny. It's more of a lesson. Just something that hopefully you can learn from and not make the same mistake I made. So many years ago, soon after I graduated from high school, I had this job where I worked in a factory. And as part of my job, I had to use these industrial scissors. Now, these aren't the actual scissors. They were just much bigger than this, but really heavy-duty scissors. And I had to cut these little wires. And it was all this like a pattern that I had to cut. And I would have to cut hundreds of them. So there I am sitting there at this little bench cutting them. And behind me were about 2 or 3 different girls. And they started to flirt with me, making jokes and laughing and giggling. And well, I made the mistake of flirting back. And I turned around and I was just like, making my little jokes. All the while I'm still cutting. Yeah. Well, I wasn't really paying attention and I went... Not imagine my head turned around. I don't want to repeat. But this finger, I actually went... Yeah. I sliced it. I nearly cut it off. And it was horrible. Now, I didn't want to act like an idiot and start screaming and yelling in front of these girls that I'm now flirting with, so I was just like, oh, ooh. And I'm holding it, and I'm like, okay, this one's bad. And everybody in the shop just stops, and they're like, oh, shit. So I quickly get up, and I'm just like, and I walk back, and the pain, and I break out into a sweat, and I'm like, oh, boy, I did it this time. Oh, I really did it this time. I go to the bathroom, I'm like holding it together, and my boss comes in, he's like, what happened? What did you do? And I'm like, yeah, I did it this time. I really did it. I cut through it. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. And he's like, oh boy, okay. We're going to get you to emergency clinic right away. So they take me to the emergency clinic. I think I wrapped it up in something, but I'm holding it. And I go to the doctor, or to the emergency clinic, and they actually took me right away. And by this point, I could feel it throbbing like... Now, I got it to stop bleeding. I did lose a lot of blood, but I got it to stop. I'm still holding it. And I think, okay, this is good. It's sealed up. All the doctor has to do is maybe clean it off a little bit and maybe use one of those butterfly stitches, you know, where it's not a real stitch, and just hold it together and wrap it up tight, and it'll heal, and it'll be great. So I get into the room, and if you are squeamish, you probably don't want to hear the rest of this. So before we continue, I should say the lesson is, don't carry anything dangerous while you're flirting with girls, okay? That's your lesson. If you're going to flirt with the girls, put it down, don't do it, or don't flirt with the girls while you're doing work. Yeah, because it's not good. It ends in something bad, and it could have been far worse. Like, I could have lost a whole finger. So there's your lesson. But now to continue the story, if you're squeamish, shut it off now or mute it until I'm done. Here's how you'll know it's done. I'm going to take this pen. Well, I just lost the pen. So I'm going to take the scissors and I'm going to just wave it like this. That's when I'm done telling the disgusting part of the story. So you can stop. You can unmute the video. So get ready. You ready to mute it? Here we go. If you're disgusted, you mute it. Great. All right. So I go into the office and I sit down and the doctor comes in. He's like, all right, let's take a look. And I'm like, yeah, I sliced it, but I've been holding it together and I think it's doing pretty well. It's not bleeding. Okay, well, just move your hand. I move my hand. He does not warn me. Okay? No warning whatsoever. It was like he didn't even think. And he grabs my finger and then he just opens it back up. Oh! All he had to do was clean it up and treat it. He didn't have to do that. I don't know why he did it. And I, like, nearly passed out. But I'm a man. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to be like, oh, God, what are you doing? So I'm, like, holding it all together. I'm fighting with everything in me. And at that point, I stopped looking. I didn't want to see what he was doing. And he's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, you're going to need stitches. Okay, yeah. I may have to do 2 layers. An inside layer, those stitches will eventually dissolve, and then an outside layer for the outer skin. And I'm just like thinking in my head, why did you rip it open? It was fine, you bastard. So then he goes, all right, so what I'm going to have to do is numb it. And then he takes out a giant, like, needle that's like this long. And I'm looking at that, I'm going, oh, wait a minute. The needle is this long, but my finger's like this. That thing can't go in there. Well, what are you doing? And he's just like, give me your finger. And I'm like, no. He's like, give it to me. And he takes the needle and he just jams it in there. My finger's actually throbbing right now. No joke. It's throbbing right now. And he jams it in there. And then I didn't want to look, so I turned my head, but I think he just kept going. And he's just going like this all over the place. And it's like, I'm like thinking, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? Okay, we're getting it in there. Get that Novocaine right in there. Get it all. There we go. Jam. Then I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And still not really wanting to cry outwardly, but inside I was. Inside I was screaming. So then he goes, okay, do you feel anything? I'm like, no. How about now? No. Okay, good. You're ready for stitches. If you feel anything, just let me know, scream or something, and I'll stop and we'll give you some more Novocaine. And all I could think about is him jamming the needle back in me. So I'm like, hell no. So he starts stitching it, and I could feel it. I could feel the pain of every stitch as it entered my finger. And I'm in horrible pain, and I didn't want to tell him I could feel it. I wanted more Novocaine, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want him jamming that thing in me again. And he's just like, and I'm just like, ooh, ooh, ay. So finally it was over. He wraps it up in like 1,000 layers of gauze. And then from that day forward until it healed, I kept banging it. Yeah, just kept banging it into walls and doors and everywhere else. So the pain was just fantastic. Now, to give him credit, there's no scar. You can barely see anything there. Actually, there is a scar. I can see it right now. Never mind on that. But unless you really show it in the light, there's no real scar. But it's numb. It never got its full feeling back. I actually can't type with it on a keyboard or do anything with it. So this finger is just kind of there now. Because if I touch something with it, I will feel the same pain I felt back then. Isn't that great? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so then he ate the rest of my finger, and, you know, we were all set. So that's why I have a nub here now. All right, thank you for listening to my horrible story. We'll be back. If you've enjoyed some of the characters you've seen appear on the show so far, you can actually have me create custom videos for you as those characters. Just go to Fiverr.com and you can order directly from me custom videos for whatever you need. Now, these videos can be a birthday message, a message for a coworker, something funny. It could also be a promotional video. Perhaps you want to promote your website, or even a message for your Facebook friends on your live feed. Just go to Fiverr.com and check out the link below. You'll find me there and order today. Only at Fiverr.com. Oh, no, that's tea. Tea. It's tea. Well, I just got this list here, and I'm looking at it, and it's all about the beach. And, well, I love the beach. I really do. It's one of my favorite places to go. I could have the worst day possible, but when I go to the beach, it all just floats away in the ocean. Well, the thing is, though, as much as I love the beach, there are some bad things, and guess what? That's this week's good and bad list. Good and bad things about the beach. right, so good and bad things about the beach. A good thing, you find the perfect spot in the sand to relax. A bad thing, some asshole sits right next to you, like a foot away, and parks his ass right there and puts his blanket there and has a little sack of crap there, and he just parks it all there right next to you, even though you have this entire beach you can sit. But no, you gotta sit on top of me. You're practically up my ass. I'm trying to relax and enjoy the beach. I've got my little chair and my book, and I'm reading my book and enjoying that breeze, and every once in a while go jump in the ocean to swim and then come back and maybe have a snack or two and some water and, go online a little bit, check, emails, whatever. But still, I'm at the beach. I'm here in this space, and now you're in my space. Why? Why are you sitting so close to me? Can you tell me? Why can't you sit over there? Why are you right the hell? Are we related? Are we like conjoined twins? I don't think so. So take your Speedo ass and go over there and get away from me. And it's even worse when it's an entire family. Like the loudest family you've ever heard. They're the loud fucking mouth family. They got their mouths going. They're like, nah, 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 nah. Kids crying and punching each other, and dad stabbing mom, and mom's beating grandma, and they're all sitting here, and then they eat stuff that smells like it died, and they flushed it down the toilet, and then took it out of the sewer and ate it again, and they're all right there, and I'm trying to enjoy the beach right here. They ruined the whole experience, and now I gotta leave. Good and bad things about the beach. A good thing, the refreshing ocean breeze on a hot day. I just love that, and the smell of the salt water, and it's so refreshing. A bad thing, an old man in a Speedo walks by you and releases a breeze from his butt. Yeah, not pleasant, not pleasant. A good thing, a child finds a deflated balloon on the beach. Oh, what fun. A bad thing, that's not a balloon. Okay, so this is a true story. This is a joke that I've been telling for many years now, and I've actually told it in movies I've done, I've told it to people I know, and the thing is I don't really know if it's a joke anymore. I don't know if I made it up or if it actually happened. You see, what really did happen was I was on the beach with a friend of mine, and there was a kid, he was a chubby kid, I think he had like chocolate all over his face, and the chubby kid's playing in the sand, and he found what he said was a balloon. And he pulls it out, and he starts waving it around. And he's excited about it that he found it in the sand. And he starts running towards his mom, and his mom's like, no, put that down! You don't know where that's been! Put it down! And the kid's like, what? He goes, I'm gonna blow it up! And she's like, no! Don't blow it up! No! You don't know whose mouth's been on it. You don't know what's been on that. No. She's like panicking and screaming. And he's like, as he's going towards putting it towards his mouth to go blow it up, she grabs him and pulls it out of his hand. She's like, no, I told you no. So now this is the part of the story that I don't know if my friend and I made up or if it actually happened, because I've told it so many times. You see, at that point, either my friend and I made up the fact that that wasn't really a balloon and was a used condom, or it really was a used condom and that's why she panicked. I don't know. I just don't know. Either way, it's disgusting and horrible, and that's one of the things you gotta watch for when you're at the beach. That's a bad thing. And finally, good and bad things about the beach. Good thing, you enjoy a good book and a refreshing drink. A bad thing, a ocean wave takes your book and a seagull shits in your drink. Yeah, that's a bad thing. So yeah, I'm not saying that happened to me. Never did that happen. I know that they say you write about things you experienced, but that didn't happen. And I didn't accidentally drink the drink that the seagull took a shit in. That never happened. Well, what are you still doing here? It's over. The good and bad list is over. We're done. As a matter of fact, this was the final good and bad list. The last one I will ever do. It's a celebration. Come on, everybody, cheer. Yeah, that's great. Keep it going, loud cheering. I want nuts. The final good and bad list. Yay. We'll be back.
And now back to Bigfoot Hunters into the wild.
Yeah, I was visited by Squatch. You see, me and him, we got a little history together. I've been hunting that hairy bastard for 7 years. It all started the night I caught him peeping on my wife. That's right. Old Sasquatch is a pervert. Yeah, I was in the bathroom and taking a big old shit. And I trying to hear my wife. My wife's out in the other room there. She's getting dressed because we just had sex. That's right. Husband and wife have sex. Headline! So she's getting her clothes back on, and I hear her scream. That's not something you want to hear after you have sex, you think. Well, it's something I did. Did I, hurt her because I'm, So I thought couldn't be that. She never did that before. But then again, hey, I am on that Viagra. I hate that damn blue pill. Anyways, I hear her screaming. So I'm like half dressed. All I got is a t-shirt on and a white t-shirt. And it said, Tidy Whitey King of the Year. I won it. So I go running out into the bedroom, and there she is screaming, and who do I see in the window but this big hairy thing? And I wasn't looking at my own reflection. I mean, there was a big hairy thing outside. So I ran in my closet and grabbed my shotgun. And I ran outside and I put that shotgun right here. Right here. And I said, well, if it isn't the Easter Bunny. And I said, what do you think you're looking at, perv? Well, that hairy beast just looked at me and it went... And then it knocked me over. And before I knew it, it took that shotgun of mine and it stuck it right there in my butthole. Let me tell you something. I'd never felt so violated in my life, having my own shotgun shoved up my butt. That's what it did. But I vowed on that day, that'd be the last day Sasquatch would ever stick anything up my butthole. And that'd be the last day he'd ever spy on my naked ass wife. So, from that day forward, I went hunting for Squatch. Every day. Me and old Betsy, that's the name of my gun. And my other two guns, Kilroy and Betty Lou. All three of us went out there. Four of us. All four of us went out there. We went searching for the big hairy ape human that some people like to call Bigfoot, but I call him Squatch. And I'd call out for him and I'd say, hey, Squatchy, 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 I'm coming for you, honey pie! And I'd look for him. And he liked to play games with me. Oh yeah, hiding behind trees, running away, throwing rocks at me, hitting the trees with baseball bats. Yeah. It even made a statue right in the forest. It was a statue of me with a gun up its ass. And I'd yell out, ha ha ha! Funny, Squatchy! Funny! I'm gonna come for you and I'm gonna take your head off and I'm gonna put it on a pike! That's right. So, I've yet to get him. Yeah, but I haven't given up. But yeah, Squatchy was at my house. Yeah.
You know, my opponents have been bashing me and insulting me and making fun of me. They say I look like I put my head in a windsock and then drank pickle juice. Is this what we've come down to? Is this the kind of leadership we want as people who make fun of each other? I mean, just the other day, Donald Trump said I look like a big poopy head. Well, who's the poopy head now, Mr. Trump? And why don't you do something about that cat on top of your head? I am deeply upset by the shenanigans that these opponents of mine are pulling. We need to be together. I told you that I was running as a Demo, Republican, Conservative, Libertarian, Green Party member. I cover all parties. I don't discriminate against the Democrats or the Republicans, or if you're a conservative or a liberal or a libertarian or a Green Party member. Let's cut out the bickering and the fighting, and let's get together. Let's be just one candidate who believes in the United States. We can do this. We can be one. Love one another. Treat each other kind. Have cookies and milk. And sleep together in the same bed. 'Cause it's wonderful. Everybody should do it. Everybody should do it! I'm Mike Burke, and I approve this message. Welcome back to Comedy After Dark. I am so excited. My guest today is someone I'm a big fan of. He is like the coolest of the cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, big deal.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been watching you for like forever. I mean, the movie Mask and even recently with The Ranch. That's a great show.
Doritos Ranch just got cooler.
Okay. So anyways, you know, you are truly beloved by all people. Everybody says in Hollywood that you are one of the nicest guys to work with. You know, you've been doing this for such a long time. Any thoughts of ever retiring?
What are you, stupid?
Okay.
I will retire when I feel like it. But the fact that I'm on your show as a guest tells me my career must be in the shitter.
I wouldn't say that. I think your career's great. I mean, you did a great job on The Ranch. You should get an Emmy for that.
Yeah, well, you. Do you know what's worse than a talk show host who doesn't know what the he's doing?
What?
A Democrat.
Okay. Okay. You know, Roadhouse. Now that was a badass movie. I mean, Patrick Swayze was a huge badass, and you got to be a part of that too, right? I mean, that was a fantastic movie. Did you have a lot of fun making that?
You know, I would have loved it if you were in that movie, you dumb asshole. Then I would have taken a bottle out from behind the bar and beaten the ever-living shit out of you. And then taken that bottle and shoved it straight up your ass, you son of a bitch.
I don't really understand why you're so angry. I mean, everybody says you're so nice, but you're not being nice to me. What did I do to you?
I'll tell you what you did. You were born. Doritos Ranch just got cooler.
Okay.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go back in time and punch your mama in the face before she gets pregnant. And maybe that would have prevented you from getting born.
All right.
Doritos Cool Ranch just got cooler.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, I'd love to ask you more questions, but I don't really think you're going to answer them. So, is there anything you'd like to say to my audience?
I don't have a message for your audience. I got a message for you. I got chunks of assholes like you in my stool. I eat son of a bitches like you for breakfast. So the next time I see you, I'm gonna make a meal out of you.
Sam Elliott, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably the shortest interview I've ever done. Thank you, Sam. Why is he so mad? Apparently my numbers are low. My numbers are low. People don't want to vote for me. They don't understand me. I don't understand you. You want a president who's going to fix your problems, who's going to make things right. You don't want to have to use your brain and think and do research and look up the history of the United States. You just want someone who will hold your hand and give you stuff. Well, I will give you stuff. I got plenty of stuff to give you. I can give you free candy and we can have milk and cookies. How about every Tuesday I give you milk and cookies? It'll be wonderful. It'll be tasty and we'll have cookies and we'll get together and watch. So what's on TV on Tuesday? Let's just watch an Impractical Jokers marathon because those guys are funny. I'm Mike Burke and I approve this message. Welcome back to Comedy After Dark. I want to do something a little different. I just want to talk about some of the things I hate. Now, I don't hate people, even the people who are my enemy, people who have wronged me. I just don't have hatred in my heart. But there are some things I hate. For example, flip-flops. Oh, do I hate flip-flops. And I know a lot of you love them, but I loathe them. I hate them. I hate the way they look. I don't like feet. Feet are gross. They're ugly. I have never liked feet. They're smelly, and I don't even want to. I don't want to see them. I don't want them near me. It's gross. It's gross. But what's really makes feet worse is when they're dressed in a flip flop. Ugh! It is so gross looking and so nasty. But you know what makes them even worse at this is the sound. That sound of the sweaty foot sticking to the bottom of that flip flop, and all you hear is. So when someone walks by me and I hear that noise, I cringe. I hear, and I just want to be like, ugh! Sometimes I gag. Sometimes I gag by it. If I'm at the beach and someone walks by on the boardwalk and I hear, I'm sitting there at the beach and I'm just like, ugh! Or the people I know who wear them. Oh my God, my mother won't wear anything but them. I don't even want to be around her. I keep my hand like this so I don't have to see anywhere below because it's just nasty. They're freaking nasty. The next thing I hate is when people don't use their turn signal. I know you've probably seen a lot of people online bitch and moan about that, but apparently people aren't listening. So maybe I should join in. Use your damn turn signal. Your turn signal tells me that you're turning, because if you don't use it, then I don't know. And so now I have to either slam on my brakes, or I am sitting there waiting for you because you just stop in the middle of the road when I could actually go around you. But I didn't know I could go around you because I didn't know you're actually turning. It is so easy. I don't even understand the laziness. Here's your steering wheel. Here's your little stick, right? You hit that stick up or down, it'll go tick, 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 or tick, 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 tells you left or right. So easy. So easy. It doesn't require any work. And yet you can't do that. You're that freaking lazy, you can't do that. I don't get it. Seriously. How could you be that freaking lazy? Use your damn turn signal. Okay? All right. The next thing that I really hate, I just mentioned it, laziness, stupidity. People will follow the news media blindly and listen to what they say as if that's a fact, and then not do their research, and then go spread around lies and rumors and BS this and be angry about things that really aren't true. When all you gotta do is take these little things here called fingers and type on your cell phone, your computer keyboard, your tablet. It's easy. Most of us have these items. It's that easy. And go do your research and go find out the truth about something. I'll give you a quick story as a good example. during the 2009 election, actually. I was at my workplace, and they were talking about the 2009 election. And one woman didn't know if she wanted to vote for Obama or McCain. But she says, most likely I'm not going to vote for McCain. And then she went off as to why. And she said, I'm not going to vote for McCain because he is a wife abuser. And he walks really funny. He's like, ugh. I mean, come on. Have good posture if you're going to be a politician. He looks like an idiot, like a hobbit. And so I was stunned by that because I thought everybody knew that he was a POW. And I said, you do know he was tortured, right? They would pull his arms out of his socket every day. He was in Vietnam. She goes, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, he's actually a war hero. I thought everybody knew that. And I said, what about the wife abusing thing? How come the media's not talking about that? She goes, oh, I read about it. Yeah, he called his wife the C word and he abuses her. I said, geez, if that's true, then he shouldn't be the candidate at all. You know what? Let me go do my duty and research it to make sure. And so I did. And as it turned out, it was a fake story. Fake news. Fake news. Let me tell you, it was fake news. It was a blogger posing as a reporter who hated John McCain. And he was at a John McCain rally, and John McCain was rehearsing with the microphone off. And the reporter, or the blogger, thought he heard him say the C word. But nobody else could verify that. No other reporter heard anything. Nobody said that that's what they heard. That's why it never became a news story. Yet, when I went online, it was all over the place. So I dug deeper. As it turns out, this guy either created a whole bunch of websites, or as I now know, now that I have actually been a blogger at one point in time, you can actually take your story and post it all over the place using different software, using different websites, so you can have it appear on 1,000 different sites. Well, that's what he did. He wrote the fake news story as a blog post, made it look like it was a news story, and then started posting it on all these different sites. And that's why it was showing up in all these locations. But it was all him. Not one reporter, not one news outlet, nobody verified it, nobody backed it up. There was no other evidence or proof. So that is an example of laziness, where now this woman is going to base her vote on a lie she heard in the media and not the real truth. And how many people do that? How many people base their own decisions in life and their opinions based on a lie that they don't even know it's a lie because they're too lazy to research it? So that's something that I really hate. Never blindly believe what the media tells you. You might not know this, but I actually design many different products that I sell for the home. I sell an electric lantern that is a converted kerosene lantern at Etsy, but I also create products such as mugs and clocks and pillowcases and different things like that. And at MikeMBurkeDesigns.com, you can actually purchase these designs on whatever product you choose. There are many things to choose from. These are all products designed for your home and also things that you can wear. Different designs like abstract designs, colored designs, whimsical designs. So all you got to do is head over to MikeMBurkeDesigns.com and check out all of the cool stuff I have. And when you do buy something from my site, you will normally get free shipping. Most items do ship for free. The only thing that doesn't are the wall posters, but everything else will typically ship for free. It also depends on what country you come from, but for international customers, I do provide a huge shipping discount that is calculated when you check out. So go to MikeMBurkeDesigns.com. There's a ton, I should say, of great stuff there. MikeMBurkeDesigns.com. I'll see you there. And now the moron shows his vacation photos.
Hi! So recently, when the government said we had to have a lockdown and go and because of a pandemic, I thought, hey, I'm going on vacation because I worked so hard all year. So I thought it'd be fun to show you my vacation photos because everybody loves seeing someone else's vacation photos. So here they are. Okay. Here I am next to my water tank. I get thirsty when I'm on vacation. And look, I'm pretending to hold the clock up. Oh, look, it's a pineapple. How fitting on my vacation. Pineapple so tasty. Oh, look, I'm posing because I'm reaching for the sky. So relaxing on vacation. And there I am with a towel on my head. Why do I have a towel on my head? Because it was hot outside. And so what do you do when it's hot? You get cooled off. That's right. I cooled off in the sink. Oh, that water felt so good. Nothing like a good swim in the sink. Oh, what's that? Someone's hiding behind a plant. Oh, this vacation is so much fun. Oh, time to get a snack in the fridge. I love eating snacks. Ooh, but then we must have ourselves a drink. Nothing like a good tasty drink to round out my vacation. Ooh, bottle is a little bit too cold. Someone got his tongue stuck to the bottle. That's alright though. Eventually fell off. Ooh, nothing like a good dessert. I love strawberry syrup. Uh-oh, what's that? Looks like I'm pretending to have sex with the wall. So funny. Oh, what's that? Uh-oh, looks like I took a picture by mistake. Oh God, I look like hell. Oops. Oops. I guess I took a photo of myself on the toilet. Oh boy. That one's an accident. That's another accident. That's not even me. No, that's my dad. And now I'm cooling off. Nothing like cooling off on a hot summer day. Oh, what fun! This vacation was the best! Okay, bye! Ooh! Bye!
Come on. What you want? And now back to Bigfoot hunters. Into the wild.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard that he was, going from house to house and visiting all the people in town. It just makes me so angry. I'm gonna get you, you hairy bastard. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna put a bullet in each eye, and I'm gonna blow your balls off. But I'm not bitter. No, I'm not bitter and I'm not angry. I'm vengeful. And I'm coming for you. You hear me, you brown, covered, furry, human ape thing? I'm coming for you, and when I find you... Hairball. Yeah. It's my damn wife's cat.
Well, that's it. That is the end of this episode. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. is the premiere of episode 1112, the final episode of Comedy After Dark, the rebooted edition. So be sure to tune in and check it out. Now, I don't like to say never, so I might come back again in the future. It's not really in my plans right now, but you never know. But I do urge you to subscribe to this channel. I'm not done yet with videos. I'm planning on doing a lot of different things. It's just not going to be in this format. But I have a lot of different things coming, so make sure you subscribe and set your notifications so that way you know when I have new content. Also, if you like this video and any of the videos I do, I would really appreciate you actually giving it a like. That actually helps me and helps this channel. And also sharing is good. Sharing is nice, and we should all share. So be sure to share this video and all of the other videos as well. That also helps. And if you don't, I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to force you to. See you next week!